Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we got to get back in the ring and start fighting some more creatures. Obliterator's been sidelined for too long and he's fishing to get back out there in the arena. So that's what we're going to do today. Hope you like my cheesy intro, but outside of that, we're just going to hop in, see what happens. We're really good against creatures, a little soft against control decks, as you can probably tell from how the deck's constructed. But no outro today as well. I think the deck will explain itself pretty much as we go through the matches. Outside of that, I hope you all enjoy, and if you do, please subscribe. I truly appreciate it, and let's just get out there. Okay, so our opponent wasn't here at first, or they were tanking on their mulligan decision, which is fine, but we kept an opening 7. Our plan is to play a Scrap Gorger into a thing that's a little bit more threatening that they have to kind of deal with. Let's get it lined up and ready to go. So Gix command, or not Gix command. I keep calling this Gix command. I don't know why, but they just fire off the go for the third immediately. So that kind of is some bad news, I would argue. Let's play Glissa. Glissa fights most things that are troublesome and does kind of require blocks if they want to play enchantments along the way. They're not Mardu though, as of right now. Reacher. Kind of the scenario I'm talking about, where like this is really good at the combat part, so it's like, nah, I will gladly draw my 2. Sure. Do this when they Phyrexian, and then we'll just pass. And next turn we can just play an Obliterator, or we can just like kind of set up, play a Scrap Gorger. Razor. Okay, what do we hit? Obnix. Anointed with Affliction. Glissa, you are off the board. Unplug my headphones. I wanted to put my hands at my side, and I guess my cable said I'm jumping out at you. No blocks. There's no reason to. Oh man. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Let us see, this is like the awkward turn. I could just play an Obliterator, or I could set up a Scrap Gorger, which pretty much ensures that I get to do it next turn. I'm going to try that. Then I'm going to pass here. It's these hands that are kind of awkward to play, because it's like, do I just play the Gildred, or hope I hit the land? Then we get deep batted in here, and it's just like, now it's like, what do could have done something else. I feel like they have to take our Bushwhack. They don't, unless they have removal for the Scrap Gorger and pray I don't hit a land, which is possible as well. But feels like a really kind of soft plan overall. Oh, there that goes. Pretty much, in my opinion, one of the only things that made sense. Oh boy. Block here, I guess. Draw your 2 cards if you'd like. Now, like, even playing an Obliterator and fighting stuff doesn't necessarily do all that well. We get it. Let's play Obliterator. Then here we fight the Gix. Then we just take out, I guess, go for the throat. Now Gix will be gone. They'll have to sacrifice 3 permanents here. Sacrificing the bat to me would be kind of insane, but I could see it, I suppose. So this is for 3. They have that attack plus this. I can attack. They'll draw a card. This is better. This is a 2-4. Take the action, I guess. Now we have like a suplex turn if they don't really do much, but they know about the Bushwhack. We still have the Obliterator, so even attacking me is not necessarily that great. It's like, do you want to sack more permanents? Go for the throw, an option. Knowing that if I had poison would be an option. I cycled there to maybe find an answer. Another bat. Sure. So your attack's not necessarily great, yet you're staring at an Obliterator. Okay. No blocks, no chance. Took the Shieldred. I'm going to have to disagree with that decision, mate. We'll do Phyrexian. We'll enter. We'll make this fight here. Get out of the way. Now you have to sacrifice 6 permanents. We'll see. It's a situation where they didn't quite know what Roaming Throne did. I get it. I said it earlier today. I was just like, I'm just not reading cards. I have to do it again. One of the few times that I've doubled Obliterator, and the second time around it still made him pick instead of just sacrificing the rest. But that's a lot of forest. But we're fine with this hand, I think. We have Phyrexian named. We have like a ramp source. Fine, I think. Shielded early has typically always been fine. Human. Here, I'll do you one better. Phyrexian. We can just play the creature matchup. Creature matchup of our dreams. Probably play Buried Treasure first. Never mind. There was a couple of ticks of thinking to then just play Athalia. Tough call, that's for sure. Guess we play Glissa. See you under a Brutal Cathar later. Ooh, Naya. Fight? Okay. Sure. Sure, I suppose. I'll play this one though. Gain our life back a little bit. Then we'll have a tail swipe potentially, plus a removal spell. Lana in that doesn't work either. Let's make it a little bit bigger. They're gonna be double might here. I think 2 mana for that. Yeah, this doesn't even work. Which is quite funny, if I might add. But yeah, so basically we need to get this stuff off the board if able. Well, kind of, right? Because we can always set them up for our Obliterator if we can get there. So let us actually... Do we want to play Buried Treasure and hold up the tail swipe just in case, like, the worst case scenario happens? I think the answer is yes. Then we'll just pass, I guess. And if they Helena buff Thalia even more, then we have like the Obliterator ambush plan. Or maybe they buff something even more crucial. Yes. Sure. You have 6 permanents in total after this. We have a backup Shieldred, so we'll do this. Yeah. Playing Obliterator now. We'll do this. I'd like to start the game up permanents. They're staying? What a hero. I like this guy. Guy's great. Let's play a Gix. Let's go ahead and virtue this out of the way. We're just going to keep pumping out spells. If we lose this game, it'd be so sick, honestly. I'd be more pumped for them. I'm going to play a Shieldred. I'm going to make it as hard as possible. Yes. We'll take a draw. Another Obliterator. Also, can we talk about, like, if they were to hit a third land, play, like, another thing, like, how incredibly well their deck, like, curved out of that drastically bad situation? Can you imagine, like, if they were just, like, land 3, play Adeline or something, and you were just like, they're down. Like, stop it. It was actually kind of cool to see. They were really trying to rebound there. Go first. Okay. We'll go ahead and latch onto this hand here. We'll just play Land War Waste, kind of conceal a little bit if we can. Looks like blue-white control, so already seeming like an unwinnable climb that we'll have to do here. Could be artifacts, I guess. Bring me wrong? Or right, I guess? Be the answer there. Flashing in the homeboy. Yeah, maybe it's Esper. We do get to play the game a little bit here. Fiend. That bat's got a lot of looking to do. Got a lot of looking. Honestly, most likely we'll just virtue the bat, just call it a day. Or just like play a Shieldred until we're kind of find that extra mana to like do the combo, I guess. Or we just like lead off with the roaming throne, call it a day as well. Have like a little bit of protection. It's a hard choice for sure. You're looking at this hand. Like, 'cause if I don't take this, my bat dies anyway. If I don't take this, then this possibility's open. Shieldred's also just like bad enough on its own, especially if they want to play a Rafine next turn. So realistically, for me, they take the virtue. Okay. Realistically, for me, Shieldred seems like just a straight up shoe in what we should do. But roaming throne having protection, then Shieldred double triggering seems also sweet. But I'd rather set that up for next turn, I think, and just like either force them to take a turn off here, or make their Rafine significantly worse. They would probably attack through it anyway. They'd gain 1 of the life back, so they'd only be taking like 3. Upkeep here. Maybe they have something here. They go for the throat. I think that's just signing off pretty much most of their turn. Maybe not. Maybe not. Get in here. What is the hesitation here? What is like the pause? Anaglissa, let's throw a roaming throne on the stack. Can't even play the Obliterator right now. Kind of one of the downsides of what we're experiencing so far. His name Phyrexian, cut down, can't get it. Go for the throat, can't get it. A lot of things that they play actually cannot answer roaming throne. So maybe we should have just played it last turn. Beans tough for sure. Not my favorite thing to have to experience right now. This is a double attack. It is okay. Just have roaming throne kind of attack something if we want it to. Get virtue back and then just answer the fairy mastermind as well. Only been 1 card. Another land. Doing a stack. Gotta have something or you don't. Okay, they don't have nothing. That's gonna be a sacrifice 4 here for them. Assume lands are the majority plus Keeper Fiend. Probably like Fairy Mastermind. Couple of lands here. It's just what I would see kind of coming. I gotta do more. I'll just all land, strictly business from our opponent here. We'll attack, we'll hit. We do have a virtue back in our hand. So I'll get rid of a land earlier. Of course, they weren't really playing around just to getting barreled here. That double attack. This 3, maybe more. They're kind of set up for that 2-turn clock here. This can be up to 5 damage potentially. Okay. Let's do combat. See what we got. That down. Virtue this out of the way. Maybe they have another one to flash in. Maybe one of the few times our opponent comes back. Although I do think our our attack wasn't the most back-breaking one we've seen in the past. We've seen 4 alone just not be enough. Doubling and it hitting 4 is pretty much clearly not going to be enough. Potentially here. It's still just 2. You have quite a bit to worry about. Maybe. A flash creature would potentially do it. Let's fire this. Ooh, I need more damage to do that. Actually, I don't want to then. Let's attack here. Virtue of loyalty. Blocking what? Makes sense. Yes. I stand legendary rule, but I think we have to go for it. Land plus attack, put a counter on Rafine after crewing up the anchorage would be enough. Do it. Attack here, put a counter, play a Shieldred. If they hit land plus Shieldred's enough. It's a lot. It's enough. They do not hit it though. Man, oh man, what a close game. Way closer than necessary for sure. Okay, we can go first here. We have a land to fish out of the deck. We have a virtue to kind of maintain, and then a Shieldred on the back end. So I think we'll take most of this. We'll play the Glade first because we can follow off with the Seed Core here, and then have the mana available if needed. So let's go for it. Get Scrap Gorger down. Consider in blue-white. Ugh. Oh! What is happening? Prowess? What am I playing? Whenever you cast a spell from the graveyard, tap target creature you don't control. So they probably play the blue-white, Faithful Bending. So let's get Shieldred down. They want to draw cards. Let's let them draw cards. Go for it. They might have an untap. They might have a bounce effect here. Like, ooh, are they a Lier deck? Lier would be kind of sweet. Yeah, we play Shieldred. We just tax a deck like this really bad. That's why a lot of times these decks can't exist. They gain 2, lose 4. Yeah, this. Who would have thought Shieldred against a draw deck is good? It's just so unfair sometimes. Our opponent is first. They have a red sleeves and a Goblin. Probably not going to go well for us. Okay, it's a little bit more positive for us than previously thought, because it's not just straight up mono red. I go punchy. Okay. Keep coming back. Kind of annoying. It's Rakdos Ramp, I think. Okay. What are you taking? This is actually kind of a tough choice because it's like if you don't take tail swipe, I could tail swipe this out of the way. But like also if you don't take Obliterator, what are you doing? Let's play another Glade. We got nothing going on. They know that. Just lulled that we still don't have anything going on. They know my entire hand. Besides one card, I guess. Oh, devastating. Let's play Glissa. Kind of cool. Glissa's kind of sick. Need a land. Dare Liliana me. Okay, you decided Liliana me. I guess I'm losing my Glissa. A little interesting, of course. Maybe they have another bat. Play this. We name Phyrexian. Now it's we have it sneakily set up. Will they allow us to do it? As a ward, go for the throat, can't remove it. Cut down, can't remove it. Nothing can remove it. It's a sneaky boy. I mean, Liliana could have, but obviously they had to get the Glissa off the board. But I think there's a potential that they just remove Glissa, knowing that Roaming Throne's probably our next play, and then use Shieldred to remove Roaming Throne. But who knows? Braid, maybe? Land? Oh, just saying. Screw it, huh?
You won't be outsmarting.
That's tough. Let us just do this, I suppose. I got no tricks. Okay. All right, opponent. Let's sacrifice all of them. Is sacrifice 10 permanents? Oh, they don't know, do they? I think they're like on the plan, oh, I'll only go down like 5 cards here. We're both at 1 card in hand. They don't really got a whole lot going on. We do. Really do. Could you imagine losing from here? Like after this turn right here? Just losing. Yeah. People don't realize that 2 triggers go in a stack, and I am guilty of not reading things that appear on my screen. But man, it is kind of funny to have like that slow pause of people be like, okay, if I sack these, I'm good. And then I'm like, okay, do it again. It's like why? We go first. I mean, we have like 2 really solid creatures overall in our hand, so we'll keep a little bit slower. And obviously these are both legendary, but let's just let them know what we're about right away because we want to. Mono red. Shieldred's notoriously good, but this is normally lightning strikeable. You don't have to hit another land now. Oh, there's lightning strike, and hey, Shieldred copy number 3's up and ready to play, I suppose. Hi, Glissa. What's turn 3 looking like? Probably like with spear, some stuff. Godric straight up. Sure. Sure. We hit a land because we are a luck sack. Play Shieldred uncounterably. Now we draw land plus fight spell. Honestly, we'd like to take the land first because obviously playing the Obliterator is a little bit more solid. They'll put Wicked Roll or a Treasure potentially. Put it there. So now they're attacking for 6 in the air. Pumping once, maybe. A little bit. 7 now. 7 in the air. We'll gain a little bit of life. A little. Now it's just Glissa. The only problem is as long as they can trigger this Godric, like we are just in trouble. We just have to hold. Not a whole lot. I would just take fight spells in general here just to get this Godric off the board. Phoenix check. mono, all being I'm dead? Yeah, I mean, you got it. Brother, just pump it, dog. Like, I get you have it over. Just